Join me as I take on the challenge of figuring out if I'm secretly annoying people without even knowing it. Have you ever stopped to think about the way you behave around others? Really think about it. We all like to believe we're good people. But what if, without realizing it, we're driving others crazy? Today, we're going to take a hard look at ourselves and see if we can uncover some surprising truths about our social behaviors. So, let's talk about some common behaviors people exhibit that might annoy others. The little things that can get under someone's skin without us even noticing, like dominating conversations, constantly checking our phones, or asking repetitive questions. These actions might seem harmless to us, but they can be really irritating to others. And the crazy thing is, we often do these things without even realizing it. I think we've all been guilty of these behaviors at some point or another. Who hasn't gotten so caught up in their own story that they didn't notice the other person was trying to leave the conversation? Or check their phone in the middle of a meeting, thinking no one would notice? The truth is, these little actions can add up and create a big impression, and not a good one. We've all been on the receiving end of these behaviors too. When someone just won't stop talking, or they keep interrupting you mid-sentence. It's frustrating, right? But have we ever stopped to think that we might be doing the same thing to others? Let's take a closer look at some specific examples of annoying behaviors. Like interrupting, for instance. I know I've been guilty of this one before. You're in a conversation, and the other person is saying something, and you just can't help but jump in with your own thoughts. You think you're helping, but really, you're just taking over the conversation. And then there's excessive talking, when you just can't seem to stop sharing your own thoughts and opinions, even when the other person is clearly trying to escape. Another one that's super annoying is being overly critical. We all have our own opinions, and that's okay. But when we start criticizing others without even being asked for our input, that's just irritating. And let's not forget about the constant need for validation. You know, when you're always asking for reassurance or seeking praise from others. It's like you're seeking approval from everyone else instead of just being confident in yourself. But here's the thing, being aware of these behaviors is the first step to changing them. When we take the time to reflect on our actions, we can start to make adjustments and become better friends, partners, and coworkers. And that's what it's all about, right? Building stronger relationships and communicating more effectively. One of the most surprising things I've learned from doing this self-reflection is just how much of an impact our awareness can have on our relationships. When we take the time to think about how our actions are affecting others, we can start to make some serious changes. And those changes can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections with the people around us. So, to sum it up, today we talked about some common behaviors that might be annoying others without us even realizing it. We explored some specific examples, and I challenge you to take a closer look at your own actions and see where you can make some improvements. Thanks for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. If you've got a story to share about a time when you realized you were annoying someone, or maybe a tip for how to improve your social skills, leave it in the comments below. And if you want more tips on improving your social interactions, be sure to check out my next video.